Hello and welcome to the channel. Former Zamfara State Governor Abdulaziz Yari, who contested but lost the Senate presidency to Godswill Akpabio, has said he did not contest the position with the former Akwa Ibom State Governor, but with the forces behind him, Akpabio, which were the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his vice, Kashim Shettima, as well as the All Progressives Congress APC governors. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Senate presidency. I ran against Tinubu, Shettima, APC governors, not Akpabio. Yari. A former Zamfara State Governor, Abdulaziz Yari, said he was defeated by a gang-up of some top government officials when he contested for the position of the Senate President against Godswill Akpabio on Tuesday. Mr. Yari, who represents Zamfara West Senatorial District, stated this in an interview with BBC Hausa Service on Friday. In the election for the Senate President held during the inauguration of the 10th Senate, Mr. Akpabio defeated Mr. Yari by 63 to 46 votes. The Senate is made up of 109 senators. Mr. Akpabio, a former governor of Akwa Ibom State, was the anointed candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC under President Bola Tinubu. Mr. Yari said he could have won the contest if there was no gang-up against him, led by Mr. Tinubu. He said if he had known he would not win, he would not have contested the election, but insisted he would have won if not for the gang-up against him. I never dreamt of not winning. From the day we started taking count of those with us, we had a number that showed we were in the majority. But you should not forget that I didn't contest against Akpabio, because if I knew I would not be up against Akpabio, I would not have joined the race, he said. When asked who he contested against, he said it included the president, the vice president, and other top government and political officials. Everyone was involved. The president was involved. The vice president was involved. The secretary to the state government was involved. The governors all against me alone and those that supported me. I hope that in his second tenure, the president will allow democratic process to take center stage in the parliament. He said he has a preferred candidate, but the right thing for him as a leader was to accept everyone as his own. He shouldn't show difference. He said during his swearing-in that he will do right to all manner of people. I should be among those he was referring to, but with this outcome, it shows there is betrayal and inducement, whether to scare some senators or some other ways, he said. Mr. Yari, who was also a former House of Representatives member, however, said he has accepted the outcome of the election in good faith. You know, National Assembly election is not the type of, you will say there is rigging. There are 109 senators, and these are matured people in their own rights who have their own decisions and convictions. So, as a Muslim, I have accepted the outcome of the election in good faith, he said. Mr. Yari, who was the chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF), said he has nothing against Mr. Tinubu because he believed it was God's decision that he wouldn't be the Senate president. From that day, to me, I know that it is God that decides everything. I know that's not Bola, the president, that decides things. It is God. If God wishes otherwise, I would have emerged and not even Bola or anyone could have stopped it, he said. He said the 10th Senate would look into issues critically for the development of the country. Mr. Yari said he would pay more attention to the economy and would offer advice where necessary. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Recall that Abdulaziz Yari has rejoiced with the new Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, after the latter was announced as the winner of the election. Mr. Akpabio polled 63 votes to defeat Mr. Yari, his only challenger, who secured 46 votes. The election started around 8:45 a.m. on the floor of the Senate and was coordinated by the clerk of the Senate. After the results were announced, Mr. Yari stood up to embrace Mr. Akpabio, and they exchanged pleasantries with laughter. Other senators in the two camps were also seen exchanging pleasantries after the results were announced. Meanwhile, a document showing how newly sworn-in senators voted their principal officers has revealed that only one Southwest senator voted Abdulaziz Yari, a contender for the Senate president position. Jimoh Ibrahim, a senator representing Ondo South Senatorial District, chose Yari over Godswill Akpabio, who emerged president of the 10th Senate. The southwestern region of Nigeria is made up of 6 states, namely Ondo, Osun, Oyo, Lagos, Ogun, and Ekiti, with 3 senators representing each of the states in the 10th Senate. Ondo State is represented by Jimoh Ibrahim, Emmanuel Olajide, and Adeniyi Adegbomire. Senators representing Osun State: Fadeyi Olubiyi, Francis Fadaunsi, and Oyewumi Olalere all chose Akpabio over Yari. Also, in Oyo State, Senators Akintunde Yunus, Buhari Abdul Fatai, and Ali Abiodun voted for Akpabio. For Ekiti State, Senators Fasuyi Oluwole, Bamidele Opeyemi, and Adaramodu Raphael also chose Akpabio over Yari. In Lagos State, Senators Sani Wasiu, Abiru Mukail, and Adebule Oluranti also voted Akpabio over Yari. For Ogun State, Senators Salisu Afolabi, Daniel Olugbenga, and Adeola Olamilekan went for Akpabio over Yari. You will recall that Akpabio was elected the Senate President of the 10th Senate on Tuesday after going head-to-head in the contest against Yari, both members of the All Progressives Congress. The former governor of Akwa Ibom State has subsequently been sworn in. The election was carried out in a secret ballot system where senators were called out according to their states to cast their votes, but they had their names on the ballot papers. In related news, Yari also says he has assured the newly elected president of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, of his team's readiness to work with him for the protection of the National Assembly as an institution. I gave the Senate president the assurance that we are going to work together as a team to protect the institution that we have, he disclosed while speaking with journalists. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Bye.